What's going on, guys? I saw an interesting comment from the Celtic Mulatto. Shout out to him, and I want to address it right now. And that's why many in Blackistan dislike him. They're talking about Drake, for instance, right? Any mulatto or mixed race peoples that embrace their heritage and don't identify as just black is despised. Remember Miss Mulatto? Exactly. And she changed her name to Lotto because she was bullied by Blackistan. And also what we see right now, what is happening with Tyla, who's the proud South African colored woman, basically a national icon at this point, a very young woman who has a very promising future, and she's proud of her South African colored identity. But she's trying to kind of tap into the American market, the kind of black American music market, for instance, and she's getting some pushback from Blackistan, right? So we see it happens with the men and the women, with the biracial men like Drake, and then the biracial women like Miss Mulatto, and then also with foreign multiracials like Tyla. So yeah, and continuing on, puts black girls hated that. So she calls herself Big Lotto or Lotto now. Exactly. Because Miss Mulatto, or what she calls Big Lotto now, has a white mom, right? And they despise the fact that she's proud of her dual heritage and she honors her mother, right? Her white mother. So, yeah, the black girls mainly despise her, not the black boys. That's critically important. So they basically pressured her and bullied her, and she finally gave up and changed her name, which I don't like, but it's her business, her brand. It's on her, right? I'm just here commentating on it. And continuing on, he puts also Jasmine Guy, who's another mulatto entertainer, kind of older woman, mentioned that black people will get mad when you identify as mixed race. It's a crab in a barrel mentality. Precisely. Yeah, I call it the communitaw, right? I laughingly joke and say communitaw, but what I'm saying is basically the crabs in the bucket mentality, because a community functions where you uplift people, you help people, you have resources, you store your history there, but it's literally a communitaw. I laugh at that, like crabs in a barrel or crabs in a bucket mentality where people want to drag you down and pull you down. Misery loves company. And a lot of these multiracials and mixed people, they kind of figure that out. They find that out, especially the higher up you go. I feel like the more prominent you become in society, like with a lot of these celebrity types, like Miss Mulatto, Jasmine Guy, or Drake, these type of individuals, whenever you publicly on the world stage say, well, I'm mixed race, I'm dual heritage, a lot of the people at the bottom, okay, of the barrel, they are going to have an issue with that. It's because they're projecting their own insecurities. They're projecting their own self-hate and insecurities onto you. And they want to be able to basically humble you to make themselves feel better. Very sad, but it's an unfortunate reality that we do have to address. What do you guys have to say about this comment? I find it to be very interesting and on par with a lot of the material that we talk about over here. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.